Anthony Albanese and Bill Shorten have held a news conference together in Melbourne, their first since the election, to criticise the government's approach on the bushfires. Joining me now is Sky News Political Editor Andrew Clennell. Andrew, the optics of the two side by side, look, it was interesting. They just both looked pretty serious and earnest and so on. No slapping, I should say, but looked okay, I thought.
I thought it was worth the price of admission, Tom, put it that way. I thought there was enough there to keep body language experts going for quite a while. And I think there were various parts of the press conference that where both looked uncomfortable. And I think you could see that Bill wanted to go back to his old job and Albo was a little bit concerned about that. Let's have a look at when Bill Shorten sort of takes over on the issue during that press conference.
Whilst the scale of these bushfires is unprecedented, the fact that my hometown of Melbourne even is blanketed in smoke and that a couple of evenings ago we had the worst air quality in the world, this is unthinkable. The reality is that we do know how to respond to bushfires.
It was quite clear in the presser there, Tom, that Bill Shorten was still a bit hurt by the election result, as you would be, I guess, 2 losses. And we can remember an exchange, a famous exchange on climate change during that election campaign, and Bill Shorten addressed that during the presser. Let's listen to that first exchange now.
I'm answering the question, Mr. Shorten.
Oh, OK. I'm going to give someone else a go. Dan.
When can people know, Mr. Shorten, the cost of the economy? You didn't answer.
All right, so he struggled during the campaign on the cost of his climate change policies. We all know that. What did he say about that today? Let's have a listen to that.
You asked me what my view was. 100% agree with Anthony. One thing I have noticed, travelling around Victoria, people don't stop me and say, what is the cost of acting on climate change? People now, right across Australia, say, what is the cost of not acting on climate change? That's right.
One of the problems with this debate, Tom, is he says he hears that as he drives around Victoria. I'm sure that's the case. I reckon he'd be hearing something different if he was driving around Queensland. That's the issue. And, of course, it is important to note, other than I always seem to note, that Scott Morrison won 24 of the 30 seats in Queensland, that Queenslanders are used to natural disasters. They've had a fair few. And it's New South Wales and Victoria who've been hit by the fires. So I don't see any real change to the political divide on this issue.
I mean, the interesting thing was being up in Peregian Beach earlier this year in Queensland, how early that was. It was August and fires were burning and people were sort of going, gee, I agree. I mean, it didn't hit Queensland as hard. If we see, though, you know, there's every chance there are bigger fires there. There's still plenty of area to burn next year and that's happening earlier. That's what changes in their minds, I guess. But overall, Bill Shorten, Anthony Albanese, are you giving this a pass mark? Was it too awkward for you? I don't know, mate. Maybe I don't delve into the body language enough, Andrew Clennell. I sort of thought they were okay, but a couple of the highlights there, there were moments where sort of Bill was saying, don't interrupt me while I'm interrupting you.
It could have been worse, and I guess for us insiders it comes in a context of most people in the Labor Party and certainly everyone in the Liberal Party thinks Bill Shorten still wants the job. And there's a real view out there that Bill hopes that, you know, he can do a Lazarus rising on it. Very, very, very unlikely. But so when you see them together, when they've sort of been avoiding each other, really, you would think it's all good fun.
Indeed. Well, look, I think Albo's pretty safe for quite a while now. Andrew Clennell, thank you for your thoughts, though.